Molly Miller. And your camp director, Sammy Miller.
Hey, Martina.
Hey, Sammy.
Is that you?
It's me.
Oh, Martina. You're right over there or you're right over here. But
I'm
either way,
here.
we're so glad to have you, wherever you may be, because you don't really know me. You want to give a little? It's all you, Martina.
You give your hand to me and then you say hello. And I can hardly speak. My heart is beating slow. No, you don't understand. You think you know me well, but you don't know me. No, you don't know the one who dreams of you at night, who longs to kiss your lips and longs to hold you tight. Oh, I am just a friend. That's all I've ever been, 'cause you don't know me. I never knew the art of making love. Still my heart breaks with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by. The chance that you might have loved me too. You give your hand to me and then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside the lucky girl. Oh, you will never know the one who loves you so. 'Cause you don't know me. Oh, I never knew the art of making love. Still my heart breaks with love for you. Afraid and shy, I let my chance go by. The chance that you might have loved me too. You give your hand to me and then you say goodbye. I watch you walk away beside the lucky girl. Oh, you will never know the one who loves you so. 'Cause you don't know me.
Casual Friday. What's up, camp congregation? Dave, 2, 3, 4. So
So we began with You Don't Know Me, Cindy Walker's 1955 song. It's first a country hit before it becomes the version that I think a lot of you might have heard of, which is Ray Charles' version. And today I want to talk a little about Ray Charles, my first musical idol. Before Louis Armstrong, before I knew about Duke Ellington, before I knew about Bessie Smith, all this stuff, Ray Charles, one name. And I can probably chase it to the fact that it was the first CD I ever had. 7 years old, I got a Walkman. I used my older brother's Walkman, and I grabbed one of the CDs from the family car that we listened to everything. There's 7 of us, so I often didn't get to choose the music. But then I got this Walkman, and I could be the king of my own domain, and I could listen to CDs. And this is the CD I listened to every night before bed. 20 songs over and over and over again. And the thing about Ray that I think resonated me with so much is before I knew about genres and all this kind of stuff, it was just tremendous amount of authenticity and realness and originality and just the way it made me feel. No matter how I was feeling when I'd hear that record, I'd feel a little bit better. And there's a whole lot of traditions that go into that, right? Gospel music. Ray is from Georgia, becomes blind when he's 5 years old, has glaucoma, we think, and studies classical music, school for the blind. And then he kind of decides he wants to be a jazz musician, auditions for Lucky Millinder's band, does not get in. It's not a quick journey for Ray Charles, but the thing that along the way he keeps picking up different genres and different kind of feelings and different kind of players and influences, and it all comes together to the Ray Charles we know. And one of the things that he did that is so hip is he would take songs before and he would repurpose them, different chord changes, different kind of stuff, and he mix it all together and make his own version of it. And that tradition happens a lot in jazz music, this thing called contrafacts. Sam, you want to tell us a little bit about that?
There's a man come from DeKalb town, learning music in the field, shucking corn up and down. What's his name? Tall Bob.
DeKalb!
Shucking that dawn with his mama and pa, playing bone in that even never broke no law.
DeKalb!
What's his name? Tall Bob. Tall Bob. Tall Bob. He plays the trombone and he's bald. Tall Bob. Tall Bob. Oh, we all just little Tall Bob.
Tall Bob. Hey, how y'all doing? It's Tall Bob here. We're talking about contrafacts today. And I think the best way to describe a contrafact is with a little parable from my own life. When I was 18, my mama kicked me out of the house. I had to go out in the woods, find a nice sturdy tree, and build myself a nice log cabin, right? So I got the foundation laid, and then I built the structure, and then added some nice little details. I put up some nice fluffy white curtains, got myself a big cast iron cauldron for some stew. It was beautiful. Then a few years later, my mama's house got blown down by a tornado and we had to build a new one. And figured don't mess with success, right? So we laid the same foundation, we built the same general structure, but then she went and decorated her house with green curtains. She got a little cast iron stove, you know? And her house looks completely different than mine, even though it's got the same structure. Now, when we talk about contrafacts, it's a very similar thing in music. The structure, the harmony, the chords, and the way that they progress are exactly the same as another song. But the thing that makes them all different are the details, the melodies that are played, the way that the solos happen. And we're going to demonstrate that right now with a very famous version of this. There's an old Gershwin song called I Got Rhythm. And I Got Rhythm ended up leading to all these different songs that had the same structure, the same chords, but a bunch of different musicians. Lester Young, Sonny Rollins, Charlie Parker wrote their own version over it. So we're going to demonstrate that now. Let's go, boys. Hit it.
Mind if I cut it? Yeah, let me sing this next section. I got rhythm, I got music, I got my gal who can ask for anything more. I got daisies and green pastures, I I got my gal who can ask me anything more. Old man's trouble, I don't mind him. You won't find him around my door. I've got starlight, I've got sweet dreams. I got my gal who can ask me anything more.
Frank Sinatra, everyone who helped us there. We want to continue now and talk a little bit about one of Ray's, the fundamental elements of his music and a lot of music's, American music and music at large, which is this thing called call and response. And the person who I think knows this best is our dear friend, Tawanda.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, you ready? Okay, here we go. Hello, my name is Tawanda, and this is Wandering with Tawanda. So I know some of y'all been wondering, how did Ray Charles take some of the gospel tradition and incorporate it into his musical style? Or what from jazz music comes from the church? Well, you no longer need Tawanda because Tawanda is here. So there's a musical device and it's called call and response. When someone calls, you simply respond. When someone calls, oh, I'm getting a call. Hello?
Hello?
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Me.
Me?
Me.
Me who?
It's me, Tawanda.
Oh, Tawanda from Tawanda, Illinois.
Oh, hey, Tawanda.
How you doing, Tawanda?
I'm good, Tawanda. How you doing, Tawanda?
I'm good, Tawanda. So what you wondering about?
Well, you see, were you just talking about call and response?
Yes, you just called and I'm responding. Oh, wait, I'm getting another call. Hello?
Yo, Tawanda, this is Corbin.
Oh, hey, Corbin. What you wondering about?
I was wondering, if I play something, would you be able to respond to it?
Oh, honey, I can respond to anything you want to play.
Okay, how about something like this?
Oh, Corbin, I think that's something Tawanda and her Wandettes can handle. Y'all ready? Here we go. 1, 2. When you got a question,
we'll respond.
And you need an answer,
we'll respond.
Call to me,
we'll respond.
I got the key,
we'll respond.
When you're ever wondering,
we'll respond.
About anything,
we'll respond.
Call to me,
we'll respond.
And I'll help you see,
we'll respond.
In the morning, babe,
we'll respond.
Or in the evening,
we'll respond.
24/7, I'm ready,
we'll respond.
And my number's toll free. Call to me,
we'll respond.
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 Call to me, Call to me,
we'll respond.
My number's toll free, baby.
We'll respond.
Call to me, baby.
We'll respond.
Call to me.
We'll respond.
Call to me. Call me at SM Congregation. Hashtag congregation. It means Tawanda, cause you never have to wonder when Tawanda is here.
We all know what that sound means.
Yes, I know that song.
Commercial break. Hi there. If you're watching this, and you probably enjoy the content we create. And if you enjoy it, you're probably wondering, well, how does it get made? And it's made with the generous support of viewers like yourself. So, if you like what we're doing, go ahead right now and check out what's going on at the bottom of the screen. Check out in the body of this YouTube description and support us. Anything makes a difference. So, we hope you enjoy.
Black, 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 black.
We know what that sound means. Corbin's Corner.
Corbin's Corner, oh yeah!
Welcome to Corbin's Corner, you guys. Today I'm going to ask you to consider the heart behind it. So Ray Charles, other people we talked about during camp, Aretha Franklin, Sister Rosetta Tharpe, they're playing church music, Amazing Grace, and they're crossing over and playing secular music, which it can seem like a really bad thing. At one point in time in church history, you couldn't even play the tritone. But now, a lot of gospel harmony, most of gospel harmony, is just blues and jazz harmony. Amazing Grace. So consider that maybe focusing on little things like the notes or these rules doesn't make something bad or good. You can be doing the good thing and playing the church music the right way and be doing a lot of other bad things when people aren't watching. I'm asking you, next time you hear something, before assigning good or bad to it, consider the heart behind it. Yeah, Kobe, baby, I couldn't have said it better myself. You know, I'm an expert on gospel music.
Dave's got a crush. Dave's got a crush.
So we're not doing a musical crush today. Instead, we're going to hear from some of my dear friends. So when I'm going through a rough moment, whether that be I can't figure out how to get through a song, I'm having kind of a slump in practicing, or I'm just having a rough day, I lean on my community because I got a lot of smart, great people in my life who have helped me through those moments. So the first person we're going to hear from is Kenton Chen. We play a lot of music together when we are not in quarantine. He's a wonderful singer-songwriter and just a great guy. So check his music out if you don't know it. Okay, Kenton, what do you got to say?
Hello, Kenton here. I would say that one thing I wish I knew when I was younger is that people aren't just born being very, very talented.
I just want someone who loves, someone to love. At the end of the day,
at whatever instrument or voice that they have. I know when I was younger, I was listening to all these different artists and I thought, how do they do it? And the thing is, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of dedication, and a lot of patience. Because it takes a lot of time of sounding like, this is not how I want to sound, to get to that point where you think, oh, you know what? This is something I can be proud of.
Thank you, Kenton. That was great. The next person we're going to hear from is she's also a wonderful singer-songwriter and performer. Her name is Jessie Peo. And Jessie, what are you thinking? What do you wish you knew when you were younger?
A big piece of advice I wish I knew when I was little was that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be your own kind of weird and your own creative expression of self. Gonna make all kinds of fettuccine. After all of this, I won't fit my bikini. Not much to do, it's just me and you. Because you'll find the people that will gravitate towards that. And you don't need to change to fit in. Because if people don't like it, that's fine. That's totally fine. You'll find the people that do. So shine your light.
Yes, so true. I feel like we've talked about that sort of concept earlier this week of just like, there's already a Jimi Hendrix, there's already a Wes Montgomery, so be you, because that's all anyone really wants anyways. And we have one more person we're going to hear from. This is Sam Blakelock. If you don't know pickup music, check it out. He is the founder, and he's also a wonderful guitar player. Sam Blakelock, what do you got to say?
Hey guys, Sam Blakelock here. So I want to talk about the importance of persistence. Often when we look at people who we aspire to be like, whether that's a musician, an artist, or a successful business person, we recognize that they're probably talented and hardworking, but sometimes we overlook their persistence. Persistence meaning the grit to go out day in day and focus on small incremental gains to reach a larger goal. So persistence is really important. It's something which helped me a lot, and just getting out there and going back every day I find is a really important thing, and I recommend considering it.
Yeah, Sam, so true. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Kenton. And I would say to you guys, like, lean on people around you, because there's a lot of smart people out there who can help us get through kind of weird and rough moments, sort of like one that we're in right now.
We're coming to the end of our show here. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in, and we're going to figure out how we can keep doing this camp congregation thing as we go on. Ray Charles is someone who influenced me. I'm sure you have a whole bunch of people who influence you, but the whole point is just the people that can make us be more like ourselves. And music is a beautiful, beautiful vehicle to do that. So until next time, see y'all.
Check. And check 1, 2. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song, keep Georgia on my mind, oh yeah. Georgia, Mrs. Georgia, a song of you, come as sweet and clear as the moonlight through the pine. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly, still in the peaceful dreams I see, the road leads back to you. Oh, Georgia, Georgia, no peace do I find. An old sweet song keeps Georgia, keep Georgia, keep Georgia on my mind. You know what I'm talking about, Georgia. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
2, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, it's time.